What's up, everybody? I'm late. I'm late for a very important date. I was supposed to start this live stream like 33 minutes ago, but can I just tell you right now, getting home today from work was an event. It was like an event in itself, okay? I'm driving home, okay? And I'm using my dad's truck right now because my car is like non-operational. The whole bottom is like rusted from the Midwest. But I'm driving home and I see this little thing fluttering in front of my car, and I'm like, what is that? It's a bird. And as I get closer, I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna hit this bird. And then as I get even closer, it was a bat. You guys, I almost hit a bat with my dad's truck tonight. Yes. Yes. Hey, Lily, how's it going? Hi, Granny Goose. So after that, I'm still driving home and I have this damn hair in my face. And the street is blocked off. Okay, this is a main road that I'm driving down and the cops have it blocked off. It is taped off. It is like crime scene, okay? And then I have to detour to, I don't even know where I was, okay? I'm so glad that Phoenix is on a grid system and I can figure out where I'm going at any time. But yeah, it took me almost an hour to get home and it should only take me like a half an hour to get home. It was insane. It was insane. So I'm here. I'm sorry I'm late. I haven't even eaten dinner, but I'm like, I have to get on my live stream. I don't want to ditch you guys. So anyway, what did you guys think of that 24-hour simulcast stream that all the Patriots did on my channel the other day? Did any of you guys go and watch it? I hope you did. I did upload the clip where I was interviewed by Douglas Ducote. They did this live stream for 24 hours and they had multiple different Patriots lined up. I mean, we're talking some big Patriots there to talk about what's going on with the border. And they're raising, it was a fundraiser basically so that they could raise money. In January, they're going to be doing a trip. Douglas Ducote and American Joe are going to be doing this trip from one end of the border in California all the way to the other end of the border in Texas to basically show you everything on the border. So I was fortunate enough and to be asked to be part of that live stream. I thought it was fantastic. It was fun. I'm in the middle of the live stream and my dog is literally rolling on the ground, grunting and groaning. I was like, yes, excuse me for my dog while we're doing this interview. You can literally, if you go back and watch that video, you can hear Ragnar grunting like a moose. All right, it was a little embarrassing, but I got through the interview. I thought it went really well. I was excited that I actually got interviewed by Doug because it could have been any of the people that were working the live stream. It could have been Joe. It could have been this other girl. I think her name was Chrissy. So I was excited that it was Doug. I finally got a chance to talk to him because I knew that he knew who I was, and I know who he is, but we've never officially connected and spoken. So I think that was really great. I look forward to meeting him and the whole crew when they get here to Arizona on their trip. I look forward to showing them, everything that's happening on the border. You guys, some things that are coming up. I am going down to the border in a couple weeks, as long as my car is running. My car has some rust issues from the Midwest, but I'm kind of working with Arizona Border Recon. I've been in communication with them. They are down there in the Arivaca area. And I'm trying to arrange with them basically for them to escort me because I'm not familiar with Arivaca. There is a lot of back roads and it is a high traffic drug zone for the border. And Arivaca, they do not like Patriots. They are anti-patriots there. They don't want Trump supporters there. They don't want people interfering with what's going on there. It's a little fishy, if you ask me. There are a lot of people that support migrants crossing Okay, they put out a lot of water, snacks, first aid supplies, things like that. They have hidden locations in the mountains on the trails where they drop these supplies for the migrants to access as they're illegally crossing our border. So I'm working with Arizona Border Recon right now, depending on their schedule. We're working it out to try and have them escort me to some of these locations where these supply drops are, because I want to show you guys. I think that you would be interested. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong in the chat area, you guys. If you want me to see anything that you're saying in the chat area, you have to either do the @Atomic News and then type what you want, or you can super chat. If you don't know what super chat is, where you're typing there's a little $sign. You can make a little donation to my channel, and it lets you put a question or a comment in there, and it flashes it up big for everyone to see. So, you know, if you're feeling frisky and you want to support my channel, awesome. Thank you. If you can't, that's okay. I still want you here. I appreciate everyone being here and supporting my channel, but I really want you guys to see what it is people are doing, how they're assisting. Benny says, I really liked you on the live stream. Thank you for watching. It was so fun. It was really cool. And what's crazy is I kind of had like a stomach bug going on, and I really did not feel well. I'm telling you, I was this close to calling either Frank to cover me or Jen from AZ Patriots to cover me and do that interview, because I was not feeling good at all. But I pulled it off. But I think there's a fine line, okay? Yes, we do not want people to get sick, be injured, or die in the desert, okay? Nobody who's a good person wants people to die in the desert. I realize that we don't like them coming. We don't want them coming. They're illegal. They're breaking our laws. They are absorbing resources that could be going to Americans. The list could go on, okay? But I also don't want people dying in the desert. But like I've said on my channel many times, and I even said this in the interview with Doug Ducote, I said, migrants do not make good decisions, all right? They drag their kids through the desert unprepared, with not enough food, not enough water. They're sick. It's dark. They don't know where they're going. They're entrusting their safety to coyotes, human traffickers, and they try to cross rivers that they cannot cross, and Border Patrol has to rescue them. I mean, the list goes on. Migrants do not make good decisions. So there are people out there like No More Deaths. If you're not aware with No More Deaths, it's an organization that leaves stuff out in the desert, water, food, supplies for people, so that when they're out there, when they're stuck out there, and they have nothing because they make poor decisions, they have supplies. Amber says, I think Black Bart really needs a 4x4 truck. Wink, wink. Amber, you are absolutely right. And one of the conditions that I gave to Mr. Atomic when we moved here, I said, okay, honey, if we move back to Arizona, I'm gonna let you buy whatever truck you want. Okay, just go buy it. So we've decided that because we keep having car problems because of rust from the Midwest, and I keep having to borrow my dad's truck, that we are going to be getting that third vehicle sooner. And then in the new year, maybe, I don't know, I'm going to save up for this, but I want a 4x4 Jeep. Oh yeah, so I can go wumping through the desert, looking for the border wall, looking for migrants crossing. Oh yes. Oh yes. And I want it to be either tan or like army green. Like I want it to blend in. Like I want kind of like sand camouflage, desert camouflage. That would be bitchin'. Okay, that would be so awesome. And then I want the license plate to say Atomic. So I'm working on that right now with Arizona Border Recon to try and get down there and go see those drop areas, at least the ones that are safe to go to, because I'm not the most athletic person. So I can't be like going through these crazy trails and, you know, getting myself stuck there to where they have to rescue Atomic News. That would be really embarrassing. So, and that would happen to me probably. But and if I don't go to Aravaca again in the next coming couple weeks when I go this month, I will be going over to Yuma. Right now, I know that Jen from AZ Patriots is on her way down to the border. I kind of know what she's up to. I'm sure she's going to get some footage. So whatever she posts, I will post here for you guys to see. You guys are 40 people in here and only 24 likes, so make sure you hit that like button, all right? Howie says, new truck should have 50 cal on the roof. Oh, hell yeah. And see, I want to fly American flags off the side. But then when I'm down on the border, I have to take them down. Okay, whenever we go down there, I have to take down all my flags and stuff off my car because that's a target. All right, I don't want this big old American flag target on my forehead that says, hi, I'm a patriot. Because that's not smart. Okay. Anyway, let's get into the news about Florida. That's why you guys are here, right? The title of this, I've been chit-chatting now for 11 minutes. Florida sanctuary cities are closed for business. This was all over the news just a couple days ago. I'm a little late to the game. This was on October 1st. But I couldn't miss this big old live stream that we did. So Florida ban on sanctuary cities begins today, and this was October 1st, okay? It requires police officers to help ICE. All right, Florida ain't putting up with sanctuary cities anymore. They're tired of it, okay? And this is going to be something I think that is going to spread. It's not just going to be Florida. I think that other states will end up following suit because they're tired of their resources being consumed by people that should not be there. They're tired of crime. They're tired of all the BS that comes along with housing people and supporting people that should not be there. They cut the line. All right. They cut the line. They shouldn't be there. There's other people that deserve to be there before them. So this is from CNN. I'm reading an article from CNN. I hate CNN. Okay, but I like this article. All right, I'm just gonna say it the way it is because that's how it is on my channel. So they're saying, what will that mean in a state that demographers estimate is home to nearly 800,000 undocumented immigrants? That's a lot, okay? 800,000 undocumented immigrants in the state of Florida is what they estimate. Okay, that's not including the ones that they're not counting. That depends on who you ask, they said. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, who made passing the ban a campaign promise, argues it will make communities safer by requiring police to help ICE. Ooh, that's a big thing. I'm surprised that we don't see the Democrats talking more about this. And I've always, I always say the Democrats will change what their subject is every week that they have a problem with. Right now, they're on the impeachment inquiry. Next week, it's going to be something else. So I'll update you. I'm writing this down. Like I told you, I'm going to get a little calendar and I'm going to date and put the topic down of them changing in sequence with each other what they're targeting with Donald Trump. The city of South Miami and several immigrant right groups who filed a lawsuit challenging the ban say it endangers public safety by fueling fear of law enforcement in immigrant communities. So what's the problem with that? Benny says, might need some air support. Yeah. What's the problem with that? I don't understand what the problem with that is. This is, here we are, we're being overly sensitive for the migrants. Okay, it's the same thing that happened here in Arizona, where they filed the lawsuit against AZ Patriots and Patriot Movement AZ, because we can't hurt the migrants' feelings. We can't intimidate them, because that's not nice. I have a problem with that. Do you have a problem with that? I do. Okay, I want to know in the chat. Do you think these migrants have a right to say, "Oh, don't intimidate me. Oh, don't, this and that. I have feelings and I came over here legally, but you still need to be nice to me and not intimidate me with police." That's what I got to say about that. Florida measure forbids law enforcement agencies and local governments from adopting such so-called sanctuary policies that limit cooperation with federal immigration authorities. But there's one key detail to keep in mind. No Florida municipalities had designated themselves as sanctuary cities before SB 168 passed. So the actual effect of the ban beyond political symbolism remains to be seen. So very, very interesting. I really think that all sanctuary cities need to be closed for business. In Tucson, hi Tucson. Tucson wants to be a sanctuary city, and I'm like, oh hell no, no Tucson, If Tucson ever became a sanctuary city, I say we build the wall around the north part of Tucson and say, bye. Bye, you ain't Arizona anymore. You defected. You're Mexico now. Have a nice day. Enjoy that. So anyway, moving on to another article. You guys, this is not border related, but dude. Okay, San Francisco. We know that San Francisco is turning into a, okay, read my lips. The EPA issues violation notice to San Francisco over needles and human waste. The Trump administration ratcheted up its feud with California on Wednesday. Ratcheted, is that a word? Like, is that really a word? Like, I don't know that I've ever heard that. I've heard ratchet, like that's ratchet, but ratcheted, that's like saying cactuses or penises. Like, that doesn't make sense, but okay, we'll say that's a word. The Trump administration ratcheted up its feud with California on Wednesday as the Environmental Protection Agency issued a notice accusing San Francisco of violating the Federal Clean Water Act. Last month, President Trump warned of a potential violation notice, saying the city was allowing needles and human waste to go through storm drains to the Pacific Ocean, an allegation denied by city officials. I think that's absolutely possible. I don't live there. I can't tell you for sure. Is there anybody in the chat right now that lives in San Francisco or has recently been to San Francisco? I'd like to know what you have seen. Benny says the state of Arizona has a fence your dog could jump over easy. You're right. There's a lot of areas in Arizona that do have the wall, and they do have a double wall with a canal between filled with razor wire. That's over on the Douglas Sierra Vista side. If you go down to like Arivaca in the middle of it, there's some wall there. You go over to Yuma, you have the vehicle barriers. Okay, that video that I got, the big one that is a problem right now. Okay, Paloma for Trump is being severely targeted right now by not only the left, but people who call themselves patriots. I don't believe that as patriots, we should be attacking other people who have worked to provide us with information about what's actually going on the border, regardless of the person. Okay, there are some people that don't like me. Okay, and that's fine. I have my personality. That's a big pill to swallow. Okay, just ask Mr. Atomic. Some people do not like me. Okay, but people who don't like me, it doesn't give them a right really to go out there and trash what I do, you know? And that's what they're doing to Paloma right now, okay? Maybe she is narcissistic. Maybe she is. Guess what? I am too. And so is pretty much anybody who does YouTube a little bit, right? But there is a group out there that has made a video, and they used the USA Today footage. They did not use my footage, which I'm glad they didn't, because I would not have allowed them to use it in that manner. They basically put this video together to target Paloma for Trump. And it's really awful. It's awful the way that people are treating her. Okay, whether you agree with her or not, whether you like her or not, people shouldn't be doing that. Okay, that's just shitty. That's a shitty person right there. Okay. She has taken the time to show us the border. She has taken the time to show us buses crossing and people being deported. She has taken a lot of time to really bring us information from the border, and we need to not look at the drama that's surrounded by her and look at the data that she's given us from the beginning back in 2018. That's all I got to say about that, okay? So if you see these videos that specifically target, Paloma, and it's Yuma, I want you guys to know that nobody has my permission to use my footage in a negative way towards her or any other patriot that was there that weekend. And if I see it, if it's my footage, I'm going to copyright strike it, because I don't want my stuff being used in a negative manner towards somebody else. That's not why I'm here. Patriots have a mission. We're here to bring you information. We're here to bring you truth. We're here to show you exactly what's happening on the border and not bullshit you. All right, that's our job. That's what we do, and that's what I'm going to keep doing. But like you said, down in the parts of Arizona, there's no wall. Okay, Yuma's perfect. They're building wall in Yuma. They're replacing wall in Yuma. They are putting up big sections, but there is a huge section that goes for miles that is just the vehicle barrier that people can either crawl under or hop over, like you would have seen in my footage back in June. Okay, you can see that young man just hop right over it like it's nothing and get right into Border Patrol trucks. So yes, you are absolutely right about that. Anyway, going back to this EPA thing. So it says the EPA had identified violations in the city and county wastewater treatment and sewer system, including lack of proper operation and maintenance that has allowed raw and partially treated sewage to flow onto beaches, into the ocean, and sometimes into streets and homes. The letter alleged that some discharges contain heavy metals and bacteria, and said the city hasn't kept up proper cleaning, inspection, and repair schedules for the system, nor properly reported or issued public warnings for sewage diversions. So San Francisco is literally a shit filled with human waste and needles. Anybody in the chat room from San Francisco, like holler at me, okay? Like type it big, add Atomic News so I can see it. I want to know. Because if you live in San Francisco, I want somebody who's going to go in San Francisco on the streets and get some footage of this and show me this. I really want it. I want to see that. So if anybody watches this and you can get that for me, I want you to email me at Sharpie marker, okay, just like the marker, Sharpie marker _1975 at Yahoo. Okay, and yes, by saying 1975, I just told you guys how old I am. You do the math. Anyway. So moving on. I think I have an article on Lindsey Graham here. Yes. Okay. This was back a little like midsummer. So this is a slightly older article, but I thought it was really interesting because look at this picture. I'm going to show you. Look at him. He's all mad. Look how mad he is. He's like yelling at somebody. So, Senator Graham, I don't care if these people are held in cages for 400 days. Barb says, as far as copyright striking things, you first have to have them copyrighted. You might look into that. Barb, I've already copyrighted people. So YouTube has already taken down people's videos, where they actually copied my video and then put it up on their channel as theirs. I've already done it. So it doesn't need to be copyrighted. I can just prove that it's my video, at least on YouTube. So I've already done it to somebody. It wasn't, very nice, but he copied one of my live streams from beginning to end. Okay, so he just screen grabbed the whole thing and uploaded it to his channel and then claimed it. It even had my intro that said Atomic News. I'm like, no, honey, that ain't me. Boom, 24 hours, YouTube pulled it. I just had to show from minute to minute what is exactly mine and then show them exactly which video it came off of, and they'll take it down. So I don't care if people use my footage and to share what's going on the border, in a positive way. But if they're going to negatively attack somebody, I don't want to be part of that. That's not my business. That's not me. So yeah. Orthodox says, yes, San Francisco here. Okay, Orthodox, if you can get me some footage of some nastiness, I want you to email it to me, okay, or text it to me. Okay, you guys, my number 480-216-6140. If you want to text me some of that footage, I will put it up on the channel, with your permission, and credit you for getting me that information. So sure. Where's Snafu? Oh, TKO. I thought for a minute that Snafu was here and I didn't see him. TKO, thank you for always being here. I love you. She's my moderator and I never tell her when I'm going live. The girl is just here for me. I love her. She's the best. And so is Black Bart, but he already knows that. I don't have to tell him that. He knows. So anyway, going on for Graham. Less than 24 hours after his visit to the dangerously overcrowded and foul-smelling Texas Border Patrol facility holding hundreds of migrants in cages, Senator Lindsey Graham said he doesn't care if these people are held in detention for 400 days. Can I just tell you, I don't either. I know, okay, if I was going to illegally cross into another country and break their laws, I know that if I get caught, I'm going to be rounded up by officials, whether it's their military or their police or whatever. I know, because I'm a big girl. I put my big girl panties on this morning when I got up and went to work. But if I cross into another country illegally, I know what could happen to me. Okay, if I decided to go to Mexico and be like, I'm an American, I'm legally crossing, I want to come to your country and I want to eat all your tacos for free. Okay, I know that I'm going to be detained. All right, and I don't know when I'm getting out. I don't speak Spanish. I expect that I'm not going to understand anything that they tell me, because that's what a responsible ass adult would do and know. Okay, but these people come over here and they think that they're just going to get it all handed to them and they're going to get released. No, these people should know they're going to be detained. You're a criminal. You just broke our laws. You're going to be detained. Guess what? Put your big girl panties on and deal with it. You did it. Own it. Own it. So it says, I saw 900 illegal immigrants that were captured for coming into our country illegally, housed in detention facilities that were meant for 385. So they had to put a tent in the back. What I saw is a bunch of people who have been here before, broke the law before, and we're not going to let them go, Graham said of his visit to the Border Patrol facility with Vice President Mike Pence. Graham also said immigration enforcement officials are doing an incredible job and says he plans to introduce a resolution in Congress to praise their work. We're not going to let them go, Graham continued. This is not a concentration camp that I saw. It's a facility overwhelmed. I'm willing to buy beds for these people so they will have a better place to get a night's sleep, but I am not going to let them go. I don't care if we have to build tents from Texas to Oklahoma. We're not going to let these people go. Right there. I love that man. Okay. He's a hard ass mofo. I love Lindsey Graham. Okay. Truth, yo, right? Where's snafu? Disabled vet says, mic drop. Thank you. I know. He's brilliant. I mean, really, what do they expect? I mean, let's be grown-ass adults. You're going to get detained. Who knows how long? You're lucky you're in America and you actually might get a bed to sleep in. Whereas in Mexico, I'd be sleeping on the floor with probably like a hole in the ground to pee in. All right. So be happy that you even get that. I have no sympathy. Okay. I feel bad for the kids. I do, because they're used. All these kids are used. But I don't feel bad for the adults. I just don't. Am I a bad person? I don't know. Let me know, guys. Am I a bad person because I don't feel bad for these people who are breaking our laws and consuming our resources and overwhelming our authorities? And he said it right. They're overwhelmed. It's not a concentration camp. They're overwhelmed. What do you expect? What do you expect? So let me know if you think I'm a nasty ass person. I want to know. That's okay. So, somebody, can I just tell you, I don't know what happened on Facebook. Well, I do know what happened on Facebook now. Okay. I had my Facebook set to only friends of friends could send me friend requests because I have everything marked pretty private and I'm pretty I don't just let anybody be on my Facebook page. But I have had over 1,500 friend requests in the last 3 or 4 days. I'm not even exaggerating. I'm like, where did this come from all of a sudden? So I went to my security options on Facebook, and suddenly it says anybody can friend me all of a sudden. And I'm like, oh no. Oh, no. I know that said friends of friends. So you guys check your settings on Facebook. I think some things may have reset. If you have everything set to really private and whatever, you might want to go check that. 1,500, I'm not exaggerating, totally not exaggerating. I was like, what is this flood of friend requests? Hi. And they're all patriots too. They're all Trump supporters, most of them. I was like, did one of these Trump groups say, hey, friend everybody in the group? Because some of these groups I'm part of have 78,000 people or whatever. And, because they do that. They're like, support the patriots, friend each other, blah, blah, blah. And then you get a bajillion friend requests. I don't think that happened. I think that Facebook reset my security settings. So you guys check your security settings. Okay, I'm telling you right now. So the last article I wanted to talk about, and then you guys, if you want to call in, you can. Area code 480-216-6140 if you want to call in and talk about, any of this. Needles in San Francisco, the lack of border wall in Yuma, sanctuary cities, you're welcome to call. We can talk about it. I'll put you live on the show. But anyway, Border Patrol, this is from Border Patrol. Border Patrol disrupts human smuggling attempts in the Rio Grande Valley. Well, good. All right. U.S. Border Patrol agents continue to disrupt smuggling attempts throughout the Rio Grande Valley. Smugglers continue to put aliens' lives in danger. I love how they said aliens. They continue to put aliens' lives in danger by failing to yield and locking them in tractor trailers, treating them as a commodity instead of humans. Human trafficking, you guys. Drugs and human trafficking, that's the money right now. Okay, they're shoving drugs in coconuts and hiding them in rocks, and now they're hiding people in tractor trailers, and they literally, I kid you not, they lock them in there and they don't know where they are. They don't know what day it is. They don't know what's coming. These people pay these smugglers to get them over the border, and they put their lives, they entrust their lives to human traffickers. They pay them to treat them shitty. All these people are literally paying these people to endanger their lives, essentially. Can you just tattoo stupid on their forehead? I mean, that's so stupid. I mean, it's not like Mexico and Guatemala and El Salvador and Honduras are North Korea. Okay. There's a big difference. Just saying. Big difference. So Saturday, Rio Grande Valley sector agents working near La Gloria, Texas, attempted to conduct a vehicle stop on a Toyota Sequoia. As agents activated their emergency lights, the vehicle came to a stop and multiple subjects exited the vehicle in an attempt to evade agents. A search of the area led to the discovery of 4 illegal aliens. Sunday morning, agents worked at the, I'm not even sure how to say this. Don't laugh at me if you're in Texas. Falfurrias checkpoint. Refer to tractor trailer for secondary inspection after a canine alerted to it. A search of the trailer revealed 13 illegal aliens attempting to conceal themselves amongst the commodity. Agents arrested the driver and the illegal aliens and escorted them to the station for processing. Border Patrol agents determined the smuggled aliens were from the countries of Mexico and El Salvador. And then on Sunday afternoon, McAllen agents working near Mission, Texas, attempted to conduct a vehicle stop on a blue sports utility vehicle suspected of human smuggling. Agents activated their emergency lights, but the vehicle failed to yield. The vehicle traveled towards Expressway 83 and continued eastbound on a frontage roads before stopping. Agents arrested the driver and all 6 passengers who were determined to be in the country illegally. And it just goes on. Like, okay, the last part here. Later in the day, McAllen agents working in Los Banos, Texas, received information of a human smuggling attempt involving a gray SUV. Shortly thereafter, Sullivan City Police Department requested assistance from agents at a vehicle stop they conducted on the vehicle matching the description. Responding agents arrived and interviewed the total of 7 subjects. Agents determined 5 of the subjects, all Chinese nationals. What the? They were Chinese, were illegally present in the country. Border Patrol took custody of the illegal aliens and transported them to the station for processing. Chinese. Okay, it's not just the countries to the south of us that are coming, you guys. And we have told you this for months now. Hold on, somebody said something to me. Bernie says the Mexicans should have stopped the invasion to begin with. You know what? I really don't think that Mexico is really helping anymore. They kind of did in the beginning when they're supposed to be when Trump was like, yeah, Mexico's working with us now and they're going to help us stop the immigrants from coming in. I think Mexico put on a show. I think that they did show up to the border. They did have military show up to the border. They did have cops show their presence. But I really don't think that they have continued to do it. And I think that eventually Donald Trump is going to get angry that they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. And that's why I'm going, part of the reason why I want to go back to Yuma, because Yuma, guaranteed to see people crossing in Yuma because it's just the vehicle barrier. You guys know they drive up as close as they can, drop them off, and you can literally walk across this little kind of, I don't know, it's not a wash, it's not really a river, it's just lower land. You can walk across it into America and welcome, you're here. And Border Patrol is literally waiting for them because as you come across, you trip sensors. So Border Patrol is aware that they're there. So they drive up and they're literally waiting for them to show up. This is still happening. Okay, people are still crossing. I had somebody email me, bless her heart. Okay, we kind of argued a little bit, but she's like, Laura, stop telling people that the crossings have calmed down. And I'm like, I never said that. Okay, I specifically said they have slowed right now because they have during the day here in Arizona because of the heat. Okay, the heat is, you guys, if you have never been in the desert when it's like 115 degrees, oh my God, no. Okay, people are not going to cross in 115 degrees in the desert like they would if it was 80 degrees. Okay, so yes, here in Arizona, guess what? They have slowed down a little bit during the day. But I specifically said I was going to go to Yuma to go catch people crossing because they are still crossing. Okay, they are. People are still coming through the border here. It's happening. Okay, I'd never said that it stopped. I'm not parroting anybody. In fact, I've always said this. Okay, I realize they are still flooding in Texas. Okay, it is, the weather is different in Texas than it is here in Arizona. So they're more likely to move to New Mexico or Texas because of the weather. You got to be making some real dumb decisions to come through the Arizona desert when it's 115 degrees. But it is cooling down now, you guys. I can actually roll down the window at night and I'm like, oh, okay, I don't need the air conditioning. And when I get home at night, I'm like, oh, it's a little bit cool, you know? So that is an open ticket now for people to start crossing again during the day. Okay, they're not hiding at night where it's cooler. We're gonna see more people coming through the day because this time last year is when this all was gearing up. I mean, people have been crossing for forever, but that first caravan that happened in fall, like it started like now last year. They were organizing and working it up. Okay, and then they left because they knew by the time that they got here it was going to be much nicer and much easier, and their travel was going to be more, I don't know what's the word, not enjoyable, but it's going to be easier. Okay, and I really predict that it's going to crank up here in Arizona. I really do. We just had people crossing like Sassabee like 2 weeks ago, like 80 something people, and they literally just, you know, walk through the mountains where the wall ends, and then there's nothing there, and they can just come right through. So they're coming through. But I think that, thank you, Granny Goose is comfortable. There we go. That's a good word. And I want to show you guys it's still happening because people aren't showing it in the news right now. It's not, the mainstream media is not covering it. There are no patriots on the border right now getting footage. Okay, I'm not saying there's no patriots on the border because there are, but there's nobody getting footage right now. Jim Benby cannot be near the border. He cannot get us any footage right now. He is legally not allowed to. He's been shushed. All right. Conservative Anthony, sometimes he gets it, sometimes, but he's focusing right now. He's running for Congress. So he's focusing on that right now. Oscar, you know, sometimes he gets us information, but Oscar can't come into the US. He legally cannot come into the US, so he can only get stuff from the Mexican side. Paloma can get stuff from both sides. Okay, AZ Patriots, Jen, she just got done with this gigantic lawsuit. Like, she's been busy, you know, and I know she's going down to the border like this weekend. I was supposed to go with her, but because I have my car issues and whatnot, I can't go with her right now. But we're going to go down there again in the future together. I know that. But so we're going to see what she gets. I hope that she is able to show you that what I'm telling you is legit. I mean, not that I think you guys don't believe me, because I know you do. I mean, you've seen all the footage on my channel. You can't make that up. But the mainstream media is not covering this. This is not the focus right now. Everybody's worried about, you know, impeachment inquiry. You know, what happened to the Democrats who weeks ago were talking about toilet water and concentration camps, and they were all blah, 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 repeating the same thing all over social media and Twitter and everywhere about how toilet water, we're making them drink toilet water, and their concentration camps, you know, that was their thing that week, right? Because they change it every week. There's something new. What have they done about that? What have the Democrats done to help the toilet water, the fake toilet water, or the situation on the border? Nothing. They talk a lot of shit and do nothing. And you notice Donald Trump just said that recently. He tweeted that. They talk and they bitch and they complain. I'm paraphrasing him, but they literally do nothing about what they talk about. Okay? So I need to get you guys footage. I just do, because nobody else is getting it right now, because they're trying to silence all the patriots. They don't want us down there. They don't want us showing you what's happening. Like the people in Arivaca, they don't want anybody down there. Nothing. I mean, they even have signs on their damn doors down there in their businesses that says, "You're not welcome here." I kid you not. I kid you not. So, that's what I have for you tonight. Okay, you guys. If you're new here, make sure you're subscribed to my channel, because when I go down there, you're not going to want to miss that footage. Nobody else is bringing it to you right now, but I'm going to get it to you. I have to go down there. I have to do some exploring. I have to, you know, map things out, figure out where there is wall, where there isn't wall across the entire border, so that when Doug and Joe come through here in January, I'm able to show them exactly what's happening in Arizona. I know they're going to meet with other groups besides myself. They're going to meet with Arizona Border Recon and, you know, and whoever else that they're going to deal with. But I'm going to get you guys like a map, so you guys know exactly what's wall and what's not. So you have real, where they're building wall, where there's nothing, where there's natural barriers, just in Arizona specifically, because that's where I am. So you guys can have a better picture of what our border looks like, because you only know what you see. Like, you can't just, I guess you could Google Earth it. I mean, if you're a nerd like me, you could pull up Google Earth and go and look and sit there and scan the entire border. But who's going to do that? You guys want to see the real stuff, and I'm going to get it for you. So that's what I have for you guys today. I'm sorry that I was late today. I almost hit a bat. What the hell? But it was a good day at work. It was a busy day at work. I'm sorry I was late today. But I will do another live stream probably Tuesday. And if Jen gets any footage while she's down on the border, I will post that on my channel for you guys. If you have not hit that like button yet, you guys hit the like button. Oh, somebody's here. This is somebody from Kansas. Hi, this is Atomic News.
Hi, I just wanted to tell you I loved you on the marathon.
Thank you. I'm so glad you watched.
It was so awesome. I love what you guys are doing. Keep it up.
Thank you. Thank you. That was, I thought it was.
I haven't been on your channel long, but I have shared it with many people.
Thank you. Awesome. I think it was really cool to be able to log on for 24 hours and see all those, you know, different patriots and what they had to say. You know, it was really interesting, I thought.
Yes, it was awesome.
Yeah.
And I can't wait for them to go. It'll be wonderful.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Because, you know, each patriot in each state can bring you what they have in their state. But this will be a first. what they're doing, going from border to border and showing you, like, from a Patriot's perspective, exactly what's going on down there and where there's wall and what, and, you know, and interviewing people and things like that. I think it's going to be really juicy and very interesting. They're going to make it.
I live in Kansas, but I have a daughter and grandkids that live in Yuma.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
And I worry about them all the time.
Yes.
My granddaughter is 10 years old,
Aww.
blonde hair, blue-eyed, and I just worry about her all the time.
Yeah, yeah, I can imagine. The city, it looks very different now than I think it used to. I think it's gotten, you know, a little bit, you know, they built things and it's a little bit nicer now, but I can see how easily it could be overrun, you know.
They live 10 minutes from the border.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So, yeah.
And I tried to get, like, I tried to find one of the detention facilities there, like where they were holding people, like in this like church facility, and try to film it, but there wasn't any action there that day. So, but I know it's happening. I mean, I know they're there. It's just they like to hide them during the day. They don't want, you know, people seeing them so that they aren't harassed or anything like that.
Well, my daughter said they just built a new facility just for the immigrants.
Yes, they did, because they didn't have enough room. All they had was like this old Salvation Army or whatever that only held like 200 people maybe, and that wasn't enough. So here we are. We had to build something for them to accommodate them because there's too many coming. It's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, it makes me mad as hell because our government is giving them so much money, and me and a couple other people I know fight to get disability.
Yeah.
And we get denied because, I mean, they have so many people that they got to give money to over there.
Yeah. They're consuming our resources that if they were not there, those resources would be used for Americans, for our own in need, our own veterans, our own disabled, our own homeless. And now all of those people are getting shortchanged because these people are taking our stuff.
Right.
That's the way it is.
Yeah, they figure, oh, we've got enough Americans. We can go ahead and lose you guys. You have a chronic illness. And we'll just put the money over here because these guys are potential voters in the future.
Right, right. So, can you imagine, like, all that money that we've wasted on them, what we could have done with that here in our country for our own people? Like,
we wouldn't have people living out on the street.
Yeah, it's mind-blowing if you think about it, you know? So, it's crazy. It's crazy.
The way we look at it is either you have to be healthy, wealthy, or go ahead and cross the border and come back over. Don't say a word, and you'll get everything you need.
Yep. Well, hopefully that's going to continue to change. You know, these poor Donald Trump. I feel like he should sue for criminal harassment. You know, like he
should, but he's way above all of them.
He is.
So he's like, go ahead, bring it on.
I know, and he's tough, and he takes it, and he still holds strong. And, you know, I think it was Bette Midler that tweeted something about, you know, I wonder what kind of foundation, or I wonder what kind of orange foundation that Donald Trump was wearing on his face, because he had a meltdown and his makeup didn't budge. And I was like, honey, that foundation, you can't afford it, whatever it is.
It's actually called getting out into the sunlight and getting a tan.
Yeah, I told somebody the other day, I said, you know, they're asking my favorite color, and I said it's orange, and they're like, of course it would be orange, Laura, because you love Trump. But yeah, orange is my favorite color, so I love our orange Cheeto president.
Mine's purple, and that's kind of the face of the Democrats, turning purple.
Yeah, exactly. Well, all right, my dear, thank you so much for calling in tonight.
Oh, no problem. Glad to see you.
All right. Hopefully I'll talk to you again.
All righty. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye. Good times. Yeah, my favorite color is orange. So how many people do you know that say their favorite color is orange? Like, I love orange. I love my Cheeto president. You know, it's like, I feel like, see, it's funny because his little eyebrows are kind of orangish, but you guys can't tell. Like, I freaking love this little dude. He's all. Oh, and my pen. I have to show you guys.
I will be the greatest president that God ever
Build that wall. Build that
All
wall.
right. Here's somebody
Build
from
that
Florida.
wall.
Hold on. Hi, this is Atomic News.
Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hey, I'm sorry. I'm outside. The wind is really picking up, but let me move to the corner.
I think it's
Can you hear me now?
It's a prank call. Yeah, it's a prank call. It was a pretty good one, though. I can tell, though. Like, CB Dave, how you going? How is it going, hon? How you doing? I just saw you. Have you been in here the whole time, or did you just pop in now? How you doing, hon? Gary says President Donald Sr. What about President Donald Jr.? Right? We need to have a Trump dynasty. Like, we definitely did not need a Clinton dynasty, or like Bush. Really, we didn't need Jeb. We didn't need it to continue. But as far as Trump's concerned, yeah, let's have a dynasty. That's what all I have to say. What? Black Bart says no Ivanka? What? You and I are going to have a talk later. What is that about? Anyway, all right, you guys. I love you guys. I'm sorry I was late. I am so hungry. It's like 9:30. I need to eat dinner. So I'm going to check out, and I will see you guys on Tuesday, probably around 8 o'clock. Okay, I'm off, so I can't say that work made me late. So I'll be on time Tuesday, 8 o'clock for the next live stream. If you haven't hit the like button, hit it now. And thanks you guys for being here. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Dude, go do something cool, all right? And if you get it on video, let me know. Text it to me, 480-216-6140, or email it to me at sharpiemarker_1975 @Yahoo. Get me some cool footage. I want to see what you guys be some reporters. Have some fun out there. Go get me some stuff, and you know what? I'm going to share it and give you the credit. Let's have a good time. Let's see what you got going on in your city. So, until next time, you guys, peace out.